to watch while these officers continue to brutalize this young man to the point of him dying.
Now at 9, attorney Ben Crump speaks with KRON 4 about the deadly police beating in Memphis, Tennessee, on the day that the city of Memphis publicized the moments that led to the death of Tyre Nichols. Thanks for joining us on KRON 4 News at 9, everyone. I'm Vicki Liviakis.
And I'm Catherine Heenan. Crump is a nationally known civil rights attorney. He has represented the families of Trayvon Martin, Michael Brown, George Floyd, now the family of Tyre Nichols. We will hear from Crump in just a moment, but first we'll get to the body camera videos which were released today.
We do want to warn you, though, they are disturbing. This video shows the officers violently pulling Nichols out of his car and yelling at him to get on the ground. Nichols does and tells the officers that he didn't do anything. After about a minute of being held down, Nichols gets up, runs away with one of the officers trying to tase him.
Police eventually did catch up with him, and that's when they pepper sprayed him, beat him for 3 minutes, as the witnesses say Nichols cried out for his mother. The Memphis police director described the police officer actions as heinous, reckless, inhumane, and said her department has not been able to confirm claims of reckless driving which led to that stop. And you're looking at the 5 former officers now facing a string of charges, including second-degree murder. From left to right, Demetrius Haley, Desmond Mills Jr., Emmett Martin III, Justin Smith, and Tadarius Bean. Court records say 4 of the officers did post bond. They were released from custody this morning.
Cities around the country were on high alert tonight in the wake of the video's release. Here's a look around the country where protesters took to the streets demanding justice for Tyre, many of them appearing to be peaceful. A protest even breaking out here in San Francisco on Mission Street near the financial district. That one also a peaceful protest.
And now to an interview that you will see only on KRON 4. Our Justin Campbell talked with attorney Ben Crump about the death of Nichols.
Watch out. It's just so hard to watch while these officers continue to brutalize this young man to the point of him dying.
Attorney Benjamin Crump,
We don't see them.
alongside his investigator, Arthur Reed, represents the Tyre Nichols family. Crump says he was given the body camera footage showing 5 officers kicking, pepper spraying, and tasing Nichols early January after a traffic stop. He believes the Memphis officers handled it wrong from the start.
They had 106 minutes and 30 seconds. They could have de-escalated this from the first moment they interacted with him.
The 5 officers have since been fired from the department and charged with second-degree murder, which in Tennessee can lead to 15 to 60 years in prison. But Crump and Reed say they believe more charges may need to come.
Arthur Reed and I, we think that there may be some room to increase the charges, but we will have to see, as well as there's some other officers on the scene that might need to be charged when you look at this video frame by frame.
The best part of it is that they've already been arrested and indicted, and they've been fired. They're not at home on a vacation eating up the taxpayers' money.
Attorney Crump says police officers must change how they interact with people of color.
We don't see our white brothers and sisters who are unarmed face this kind of excessive force. Where are those videos? But we see videos over and over again of black people, especially unarmed black men, who are killed by the police, and those videos are everywhere.
Reporting in San Jose, Justin Campbell, KRON 4 News.